Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the oil drain for the GT35 and some heat shielding. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I went for a little drive today, up the mountain and back down and over to Super Cheap Auto in Bayswater and picked up a hose joiner. So, we can fix this one here. Yeah, I need to get a hose onto this one and then we'll put a joiner on. And that'll go down into that heat sleeve right there. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of oil coming out of there, which is dripping down onto the smaller turbo and to the up pipe, I believe. And that's not good. I have to look at some heat shielding as well for around here. So I don't know if I can just grab some heat shielding, some old ones from work and panel beat them into a nice curb and just make a bracket and put them on. So we'll see what we've got at work, but yeah, and then I'll be able to drive it. Alright guys, so I've made a little bit more room. I've put the bumper onto the Skyline. Obviously move the Skyline out here. I got 2 bolts on there, should put 4 on so it doesn't sag down on the sides here in the heat. But yeah, let's do this oil drain. Alright, so I've popped this drain off the hose and you can see why, because this has a lip on it and it's actually cut into the side. So yeah, that's not good. Alright, I've got the adapter in there now, so just a little bit is needed, which is great, probably 2.5 inches. Alright, there we go, we've got it on. So if anything happens up here, we just need to replace a couple of inches, which is great. However, we don't have any hose clamps, so I'm going to go to Bunnings and get some. Alright guys, we are back from Bunnings and we have a few hose clamps here. We just need to put 2 on here, then we should be right. We probably shouldn't really need any on there because it's not a high pressure. But anyway, we'll put 2 on and then we'll try to find some materials for some heat shielding for the wastegate and to protect some of that wiring. We do have some heat sheets over that, but we want some more protection. Alright, put the hose clamps on there, just need to do them up. Just top one first. Easy. So when the engine comes out to do the cams, I will fix this hose up. It's not going to be all butchered like this. Just like when I get a better welder, all the intercooler piping will be a lot better. I'll probably put those clamshell clamps on because we're going to be running pretty high boosts. So yeah, it's all just to see if everything works well. Get all this intercooler piping back together, and yeah, we'll look for some heat shield material. Might need to maybe duck down to Bunnings and get some aluminium sheet or something like that. It might seem like I was just at Bunnings, but that was actually 4 days ago, guys. I really haven't been out here, so yep, let's get a 10mm, deep 10mm. We'll do this one up here. See, that clamp's had it. Alright, yeah, let's inspect on where we should put a heat shield. Alright, Mr. External Wastegate is pretty damn close. Now that is the body harness for the cam and crank, I believe. It looks like it. This one here. So you might be able to possibly get that behind that brake line. So that will push that away from here. And we can probably put up a heat shield there. We'll put all these in here that we need cable tied back. Definitely probably need a heat shield to just go along here, really. Cover up the brake. Right, when it comes to this side, we have this wiring harness that is up against the screamer. Yeah, that obviously won't be open all the time. It's not like it's the exhaust, but still, it's about 10-15 mil away from the actual exhaust, and it's up against the screamer. So I'll have to do something about that too. Should I wrap or shouldn't I? I think that's stainless. I'm pretty sure it's stainless. But yeah, when you start wrapping, you trap in the moisture and it will start to get some rust on it, which isn't good. Yeah, maybe when the missus comes home, I'll duck down to Bunnings and have a look at some sheets. We might just get some flat and bend it all to shape, mould it and whatnot, and put some reflective heat tape on it. Whew. Alrighty guys, picked up a sheet of aluminium. It's pretty thin, it's 0.5 mil, 30 by 900. So hopefully we've got enough there. Definitely won't be able to fold this and get it all ready for this episode. But maybe we need to get some cardboard and we'll do some templates so we can just lay it down on that and cut it out and fold it. And I'll just end up probably bolting it, because obviously I can't weld that, and if I did try to weld that, if I could, I'd probably just blow a hole in it. But anyway, so like we'll bolt it up to like flanges and stuff like that, and they're looking all good. But that'll be for next episode with the heat shield. So hopefully we can get that done and get some heat-proof paint on it, like gold tape or whatever colour. So then we can eventually get another pitched up mount, because I melted that one on the previous setup because the exhaust was too close. Alright guys, comment down below what kind of design you would like to see from the heat shield, like sharp edges or nice and curved and cover everything up. Let me know. Obviously I could probably paint the outside of it like wrinkled black or something like that, heat-proof black. Yeah, obviously we're going to get a little bit of movement here. Still need to change the engine mounts, so we'll get less movement then, just more movement through the whole car. Yeah, it's pretty tight down there, but we will make this work. Right, so when the engine's out, we might have to change this oil drain completely, because behind this actuator there's actually a low spot. It bends down. From this angle it actually comes back up, but that actually goes over the actuator arm as well. So maybe we might need to have it going under. That might work better, but then it's closer to a heat source. So we'll work that out when the time comes. Well, I just put the intercooler pipe back on and left the cable above it. Kind of defeated the purpose of hiding it. There we go. That's much better. You can click it back in, clip it back in. There. Sweet. It went under here too. Anyway, I need to move this wiring and somehow get it behind that. Alright, so I was following this down, and like I said, it's this loom here for the front O2 sensor, for the boost solenoid, and the cam and crank sensors. And then I realized I'd spliced the Haltech into that. So I've gone from here and we've gone in. So I can't get it to tuck behind there. Alright, I'll get them up there and let's see if I can. I don't know if I can. And no, I'm definitely not going to be able to get that to pass through there. Right, we'll figure something else out. Maybe we need to bring that loom up higher. Maybe just zip tie it to this vacuum. The booster vacuum, brake vacuum. Alright, there we go. We've got it up onto that vacuum line for the brake. So it's out of the way now. So you can get some type of heat protection through there now. I just need to cut those zip ties down. Alrighty guys, trimmed up the zip ties. That looks much better. We've got some room for some heat shielding, which we're going to do next episode. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe. And I'll catch you next time when we do some heat shielding. Thanks for watching. Bye.